Hello everyone, this is Lord Britai. I'm here to give you a tour of the Horde Base, since many people have asked. So, let's get to it, shall we? Basically looking at a double trench design, basically, so that keeps them funneling straight where we want them, right through the center here. A couple blade traps spaced apart so they can still see a path through it, but the way zombies work with the wobbles and everything, they tend to get sliced up anyways. Up the ramps and onto these wedge tips so they don't really get very far before they fall down. And of course, falling down, we aim for the trench. Or the pit, I'm sorry. Into the pit here, we used to fill it with spikes, but they just ripped through the spikes and it just took too much to constantly be replacing them. So this is the only way out, which is a series of dart traps, where one dart trap is then led to the next, the next, and it's a slaughterfest just trying to get to the top. They tend to stick to the side, so we've got a couple blade traps to slice them up a little bit as they climb up. And then, of course, rinse and repeat. Having to fight through these spikes to get through, and then coming through. Even if they do, they pop out the side, but like I said, they're trapped within the trench, so it works, and it cycles through. On top, we have some SMG turrets and spotlights to provide us the light that we want. On the two sides, we have a couple shotgun turrets just to constantly be dealing with fighting them off, you know, because they tend to run along the edge here, so that's how we deal with that. The SMG turrets last about 3/4 of the night or so, and then they start running dry, but we can always come and replace them. This is all run by generator right here. Here's our anti-bird defense here. These actually work out pretty well. Heading down, if I can get down here. Ah! Thank you. Haha. This reversed hatch here actually houses a chest with all spare ammunition, everything everybody can get to it. The half blocks are places to put your junk turrets because they can still see above and get your shots in. Otherwise, if you put them down on the ground, they're just too low. You can't do anything with them. They won't fire. And of course, here's the pit. Rookies go in the pit because they make nice targets. So come down here against flat places for, you know, more junk turrets, and gives you good shooting distances. And of course, as the zombies are jumping up, they are getting just shot at from here, from whoever's in here. It takes them forever to jump. They're getting hit by the dart traps. They're slowed. It works out pretty well. And we will go show you how the blade traps and the dart traps are run. Now, you can't just wire them up from up here. We've tried that. They tend to blow up the relays and everything like that. So, wiring them from above isn't really working. So, let's go for a run here out into the forest. Come across this little hatch here. So, we're going to open this up. Apologies for having to keep popping the HUD on and off, but apparently I can't interact with things while the HUD is down, so go figure. All the way down here, we're about halfway down to bedrock. We come through here. I'm going to just run ahead a little quick. I don't know how to put music in here like Cap does, so that's going to be something I have to learn how to do. Here's our generator. This runs all of our blade traps and our dart traps. And you can hear them starting to whoosh right now. So, we got Lakeside, the dart steps, and the funnel point. We'll head up towards the funnel point real quick. You can hear the blade traps getting a little louder. This is the relay that then controls all the dart traps and everything that's up front. As you can see, you can kind of see the relay. It's got the little wires going as they head up. And then funnel point access is actually closed right now. I have them all closed. We have them covered up with dirt when we're not using them. This is actually a separate system. Now, the only thing touching between this underground cavern system and the Horde base itself is the wiring. That's it. The idea is, and so far it's worked, the zombies don't seem to recognize this as a place to go. There's nothing here for them to want. They don't go after the generators, not creating enough for the heat map and everything like that. We are all up on the Horde base, so they come after us. But since there's no connection between this underground cavern system and the Horde base itself, there's no reason for them to try to dig down here and do anything. They can't get to the support pillars. They can't get to any of the other things that they would normally want to get to, and they can't get to the players. This disaster here is the relay system for the dart traps. Every single one of those wires taking off goes to a trigger plate, and the trigger plates then are wired to the dart trap behind it. This is the Christmas tree, for lack of a better phrase, where all that absolute disaster happens. So there it is. And when you get that, you click your wire, and then you can head over here, the dart step access. You head up there, and then that'll let you then crisscross back and reconnect your wires. And then here is the auxiliary. This is what's running those two blade traps that are that you saw next to it, which you can hear above us right now. And then same thing for the other sides. You know, you had the funnel side that led to those three up there. Lakeside, that leads to those two shotgun turrets there. And then over here, this leads to the to the other side. So there you go, right there, and it's all underground glory. And as I've said before, you know, you've got your wiring. Let's see if I can get a good view of it. Funnel point relay, here we go. So there's your relay right there. So you'd click on that from down here. You know, you click through here, funnel point, up the ladder, up the ladder, you pop out into the above the grass. You come over here, click, click, and everything's running. So this is how the Horde base is. This is how it's wired. And so far, it goes really well. Tonight is day 210. So we will see how well this goes. I will try to get a recording up for that one as well. And hopefully you guys will have learned something and take away a little bit of appreciation for the amount of absolute huge amount of work that went into doing this. I want to thank Archangel and Zero Fox for all of the hard work that they do to constantly be feeding steel and iron into this behemoth that has worked out so well for us. So this is Lord Bretai, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and we will talk again later. Have a good day.